had a TBA as your opponent, that TBA is now a bye. Once again, if you had a TBA as your opponent, congratulations on your first win. Please check the brackets for your next table and time.
Welcome everybody to BadBoys TV, out there wherever you may be. We've got the men's gold division 8-ball finals about ready to start. Our combatants in this match, on the hot seat is Paul Salinas Jr. He's got a Fargo rate of 483. I was talking to him a little bit before the match. He's pretty excited to be on the stream. He says he's been playing pool for 50 years and has never got to see a video of one of his matches, so he's pretty excited about that. His opponent just finished a match and he's just coming back into the room is Chris Knutson, and he's got a Fargo rate of 513. Chris will need to win 2 sets to win this title, whereas Paul just needs to win 1. It's an even up race to 5. This is Brett Baker bringing you the action here from the Hyatt Regency here in Green Bay, Wisconsin at the 2018 BCAPL Wisconsin State Championships. And there goes the coin flip. That was nice of him. Check over here, see if I was ready, because I told him I needed just a couple minutes. All right, looks like Chris won the flip. And we're getting underway. Alright, you got a pretty good break, but nothing down. So to bring Paul to the table. Alrighty. Chris looks like he's got things pretty wide open here. Everything, all these stripes have a pocket. He's falling nicely on the 12. And just pop it over for the 15. Goes between the 6 and the 7, it looks like. Looks to me like he's got the absolute perfect angle. Well, he's come over a little far. So kind of just took his eye off of it, I think. So that'll bring Paul back to the table. Doesn't really have an offensive shot here. If I was him, I'd probably try to separate this 1-3. Maybe come off the edge of the 3, tuck the cue ball in behind the 7. And he's kind of looking at the 5. Maybe he can see the 5. I don't know. Okay, looks like he can. All right, that'll give him. Well, he could see it. He just couldn't hit it just a tad thick. Caught the rail going on down. And I think he thought that was going to travel a little further. He really wanted to be out about the center table. So he's going to have to take the 10. Boy, anytime you get a jack up like this, it makes this a tough shot. Okay, now he's looking at the 15. He wanted to play the 15 and then use the 10 as his key ball for the 8 because it's sitting right there, but if he cuts his 15, he's going to have to be careful. He's got a lot of traffic there to maneuver through and around. Quite a lot different atmosphere here than we had for the first final today. The guys playing in the 10-ball final, it was almost like a church. There was only 3 matches going, and I think there might have been 9, 10 people maximum here in the room. Now, team started at noon. We got a full house. The bar's open. It's just amazing what a couple hours can do. Definitely never seen a church that looks like this. A lot of pool cues. Oh, he just hung the 6 in the side. Well, Chris has got a pretty good opportunity here. He's got the 10 and the 15. Both past the 5. Well, it went by the 5, but he hit the 5, and now he's tied up to 15. So what looked to be easy has now become very difficult. Holy smokes. Well, great shot, no love. Wow. He played that carom. I don't think he was actually planning for it to go off the 2, but he made it in the pocket he called. But the cue balls come around and he got stickered behind the 7, so out comes the jump cue. All right, he got over the 7, overcut the 8 just a little bit, so comes Paul back to the table. He's got 3 balls in the 8. Everything's out in the open. He'll definitely want to start with this 6. Probably just draw back a little bit for the 2. Play the 7 in the side. That's what he's looking at now. It's funny, we've had some players, including we've had some players complain that Paul plays slow. And he's He said he's 68 years old. He doesn't do anything fast anymore. I was going to say, the only thing I've really seen that's slow about his pool game is he doesn't move around the table as fast as he probably once did. One thing we can say at the tournament desk is all of his matches have finished in under the time allotted, so he certainly has not held this tournament up. Kind of nice. We've been here a week. People walk by, wave hi to me, say hi to me. The beginning of the week, they weren't so sure they liked having the streaming here. Now they seem to love it. They've gone back and watched a couple of their matches. Got to be on the table. Well, they got a little funny on this 8-ball. Yeah, he wasn't able to get it to go, so Chris is going to have a gift here in game 1. And Chris takes a 1-0 lead. You're watching the 2018 BCAPL Wisconsin State Championships. This is the men's gold 8-ball division. We started with 63, I believe, players in this division. What we did is we took all the entries, divided it in half. The lower half is the gold division, and the upper half was the platinum division. And I believe the cutoff came right at like 527. So Chris being a 513 was pretty close to the, well, 525 I think was the highest in this division. 527 was the lowest in the platinum. And Paul's a 483, so Chris would be a slight favorite in this match at the beginning. We'll do our best to bring you the platinum final, but we just don't know when that is. Both the guys that are in that are also in teams, so I think they're all pretty content to just play their teams right now. Those of you who like to follow Bad Boys TV, We'll finish up here tomorrow, load these tables up. They're headed back to Diamond. Rick Jones right now is moving 80 tables from Las Vegas to Temple, Texas, and beginning April 2nd, we will be in Temple, Texas for the Texas State Championship. So join us there. Click the little notification bell on our YouTube page so you get notified anytime we go live and you don't miss any of the action. After that, we get a little break. In May, we're going to be doing the Eileen Madden Memorial Tournament in Oregon. Not sure that if we're going to be streaming there or not. Haven't heard. This will be the first year that we're setting that tournament up and running it. Pretty excited to be doing that tournament, being associated with that one. That's in the mid-May. Okay, so Chris played that combination well. The 5 and the 4 didn't line up quite like I think he would have liked. Bad Boys TV is sponsored by Jam Up Apparel. If you're not familiar with Jam Up Apparel, check them out at jamupapparel.com. Damien has, oh man, that was so close. Damien has got some of the most comfortable pool attire you've ever worn. Got some awesome logos, pretty cool shirts. Check him out. Tell him Bad Boys sent ya. Well, Paul's got kind of a tough starting shot here. Looks like he's trying to decide whether to play the 14 all the way up in the corner or in the side. I think he'll probably play it in the side. The 2 and the 12 tied up here on this top rail are going to be an issue. Alright, fired that in, and he got a pretty good angle on this 9 to maybe break out that 12. Well, he was able to bump the 2 and bump the 12 over just a little bit, but still pretty tough shot here. Wow, how'd he hit it, folks? How did he hit it? I wasn't even sure he had room to get by there. That was an awesome shot. All right, if he can run this 8 down the rail, that'll even up our score. And he does. Whew. He was coming off that rail there for a second. All right, so that pulls everything even at 1. And it should be Chris's break in this game, number 3. Well, they're having some sort of discussion over there. All right, hit that break pretty good. Got a ball down. Ball's like tough because the 1's blocking the 14. He's probably gonna take the stripes. This is kind of rack. I'm almost tempted to take solids and shoot the 14 into the 1. It takes care of that problem right there, and then all the solids would be, well, I can't tell if the 6 goes by the 11 or the 9. I think it goes by the 9, okay. He's kind of looking at that 4-2 combo. Problem with it taking stripes is you got that 14 up there, and other than the 9 in the side, you got nothing to get the 14 out of there with. Okay, so Chris has decided to take the solids. He took on that combo. He's committed now. Okay, looks like he's gonna back cut this 3. And I believe, yeah, the 7 will go by the 11, so he's got. Well, looks like he may be taking aim at the 6. Okay, now it's my monitor. All right, he tried to get the 7 in there, rattled it. Stripes do not lay real easy right now. other than the 15 and the 11. It's hard to tell if the 10 goes by the 4. Although if you can get the 15-11, it definitely goes to the right side. He's over there looking at it. The 11's tied up, and the 14 is tied up. All right, nice shot. He was able to make the 15, separate the 11 a little bit. Now if the 10 goes by the 4, he's looking pretty good. That 11 does pass the 7, it looks like. Still going to have to get that 14 out of there, but he's got the 9 that he can use that for. That's what he's looking at getting on right now. Okay, nicely done. Oh, let's see if he's got the angle he wanted there. He may have a little bit too much. It's hard to tell. Wow. Tell he's played some pool in his life. He broke that out real well. Sure what he's looking at there. He's looking to play the 13, the 4. Well, no, he's looking at I think he's going to have to play this 11 right here. 11, 14. Yeah, I think he's looking 11, 14, and then 13 and 8. All right, nicely done. He's got the 14. He's going to try to draw back, keep it under the 5 and the 6, get on that 13. says, I can't believe it. The 4 got moved over and blocked the hole. He's going at that pocket anyway. He's going to go rail first into the 4 and try to make it. That should send the cue ball 2 rails around for the 8 in the same corner pocket. Measuring where he wants the cue ball to, looking at where the cue ball is going to hit. He's looking at keeping the cue ball underneath the 8 and shooting the 8 up. Nicely done. All right, so he's got this 8 ball to take a 2-1 lead. He's kind of on the 50-yard line. He can cut it in the side or in the corner. He has decided the corner is where he's going with it. And splits the pocket. Paul Salinas takes a 2-1 lead. If he wins this set, he is the 2018 Wisconsin State Champion. If Chris wins, I don't know what they're discussing. It seems like they have a discussion after every game here. If Chris wins, we play another set. If Paul wins, he's the champion. I don't get the feeling that these two are friends. They just don't. There's not a lot of smiles. But Chris has got pretty good rooting section sitting around him. I think his teammates, they got a bye, so they don't play till 2. So I think they're here rooting him on. And all right, here we go. Paul's got the break, leading 2-1. And a race to 5. All right, got a ball down. Cue ball right in the middle of the table. I think he's probably going to take the solids here. 3 and the 4 kind of have that pocket blocked down there in the corner. Although the 2 lays a little funny. 10 and the 11 have it blocked. Although once you shoot the 7, I think the 2 would go all the way down. 14 doesn't really have a pocket. I like the solids here. We'll see what happens. Yeah, Chris just came over to me and wanting me to watch the time on this. Problem is he doesn't realize that the first shot after the break, there is no time limit. So I'm not timing him on this shot. As I didn't time Chris on the first of his. All right, he's taking the solids. And scratched. Or whoop, no, he didn't scratch. He just... All right, so Chris comes to the table. Well, they're having another discussion. Not sure what that was about. Okay, he's going to play the 9 in this upper right-hand corner. And he's below the 3, but I think you can see the 12. Yeah, he can. May go into this 10 here. But he's missed. Alright, so Paul's got the 4. The 1 lays a little tough. He's looking at the 4. Stay out of that corner. Okay, he's fine. Should be able to get the 1 out here off this 3. Oh, he wobbled the 3. Got the 1. I think he might have been a little too concerned about the. He was a little too concerned about the 1, and he forgot to pocket the 3. So Chris is back to the table. His 11 is pretty buried up here. Can't tell if the 14 goes by the 3 now or not. He's moved the 2 with his hand. Guess nobody has noticed that. Huh. 2 moved over probably good 2 or 3 inches. I think spectators sometimes don't realize there's a match going on here. having another discussion. Not exactly sure what that's all about. I can't hear what they're saying. Can't tell if the 14 goes by or not. Alright, Chris has gone over to put an extension on. And he's missed. Alright, he's looking at the 7-11-1 combination here. This would kind of open things up a little. Now he's looking at cutting the 7 over into the upper left-hand corner. That's going to send a cue ball into the 10, which might open things up a little too. Definitely need to get those balls separated up here near this corner pocket. But he's missed and didn't break him out. Well, the 1 has the 11 blocked and 3 has the 14 blocked. And there's no really good ways of getting these balls broke out. Looks like he's going at that one here. Okay. He's decided to just get that one out of there. Let Chris shoot.
Sell that. Yeah.
All right, he's told Chris, I guess you can make these 3 stripes that are out in the open now, but what are you going to do with the 14?
You don't want to make his open ball, so leave himself in the jam, you know. Keep one on the table.
All right, he's going to take this 12. Oh, he's just rolling up on it.
That's the best thing to do.
That was probably the best thing he could have done there. I think if I was Paul here, I'd be trying to move a ball down there to maybe play off the 3 into that corner. Maybe bank a ball.
Sitting down there.
Bank a ball down there. Definitely wants to get that 3 moved. Maybe what he's looking at now is playing a bank on the 7.
First place. Second.
All right, here we go. Banking it down there. Nope, I was wrong again. All right, now he's looking at the bank again. I think it's a little tougher bank now than it was before.
I do bank the 1 to his 12, make his 12, leave the cube on in the rail.
I think he's going to shoot the 7. He may draw back and try to shoot the 1 down.
7, he calls 7.
Well, he didn't really get... Okay, he could bank this 1 into the 14-3 combination now. Or at least move it over there. These guys have had some pretty difficult racks here. Nothing laying easy. Hello, Mr. Doherty. How we doing in Oklahoma? Just me and Kenny and Gennaro here. That's it. Small crew. So I'm accommodating by myself. Okay, he's called. Yeah, we're discussing whether to put. I just texted Gennaro and said, "Hey, these guys are both going over time." But they've been tough racks. They've been. Okay, well, he's got the one over there now. That helps. That may speed things along here. It's going to force the action. Gerhard Hoffman, hello in Germany. Nice to know we've got people across the globe watching us. Well, I think you got to bank this one into the 3. Question is, do you call the 1 and play it off the 3, or do you call the 3 and bank it into the 14? They're having another discussion. Oh, he's checking the 3 to see if it's froze. All right, I got to go ref. So I will mute you guys. And I'm back. There's some debate as to whether the 3 was froze or not. And it was. So Paul decided to just play safe off the 1, and he knocked it up table. You know how bad I wanted to coach him and say, hey, bank it down here. Or play us safe and bank it down here, but I can't do that. These guys have not had any easy racks at all. Everything's been a battle. Okay. That was a nice shot by Chris. He opens that pocket up for his 14 by making the 3 and played safe. All right, so Chris was able to open this game up a little bit. And if he can make this 14, oh, he's asking his opponent to move. And he makes the 14. Okay, this will tie it up at 2. He can make this 8 ball. And he hung it. Oh, my goodness. All right, Paul's got a gift here. That's a big game right there. That would have tied it up 2-2, and now we're looking at Paul being up 3-1 in this race to 5. That was a big, big miss. 3-1. Alrighty. Sorry I had to have me muted there for just a minute. Our referee Gennaro was over here talking to me about whether I thought this match should go on the clock or not. I said, well, both guys have gone over time, but looks like we got a little bit more of an open rack this time. Hate to draw attention to players just because they made it to the finals, got in on the streaming table. And Chris has definitely picked up his pace here. Oh, he didn't want to run into that one. I don't know if the 12 goes by the 8 or not. Boy, if it doesn't, he's really... It did. Nice shot. And he's called the bank on the 11. Ooh. Flirting with disaster there. Once again, though, he's not able to quite get out. Just lets Paul come to the table. These are pretty wide open. I don't... If he can start with this 3, he's taking a look at it. That'll be really a pretty good deal there. If he can't see the 3, looks like he can, though. I was going to say if he can't, he's got a little tougher start. All right, he makes the 3. Kind of overdrew that. I think he just wanted to come back off the rail for the 5. He's gone a little too far, so he's going to have to play the 6. And he's kind of bridging up over that 5, so that makes this a little bit tougher. Standing up, bothered by another passerby with a handful of drinks. All right, that was a nice shot. Sets him up pretty nicely for either the 1 or the 7 here. think if it was me, I would play the 1 and then this. I'd play the 1, 2, 5, 7, 8. But as you pool players out there know, there's a million different ways to play. And the only time you're wrong is when you don't get out. Quite a group watching this match. We got people all around. All right, 2 goes. He's going to go 2, 5, 7, 1, 8. Nothing wrong with that. All right, he's going to go 2, 5. Oh, he's going to shoot the 1 now. He's going to shoot the 1 now. He did not want to be up here on this rail like where he's at. Not sure why he hit that so hard. I would have just come off that rail. You had shape on the 7. This does go in the side though. Oh, he's just playing safe. And he's played a good one. And ball in hand is not going to go well. Paul's got at this end of the table, Mr. Salinas. He's looking good to go to the hill. Oh, wrong end. Well, he's left a little bit short. He's kind of on the 50-yard line here, but I think he's okay. He can shoot this 7, come off the side rail, and out for the 8. And he's perfect. All he's got to do is roll this 8 in, and he'll be on the hill. And, whoa, there's a side pocket over there. He's okay. And 4-1. So that would mean it's Paul's break here in game number 6. Breaks him up. I don't think anything went. Nope, Chris is standing up, so. Pretty good spread, but nothing fell. All right, Chris is going to take the solid, start with the 4.
Players, please be sure if you find anything that does not belong to you, turn it in at the BadBoys tournament desk. Once again, if you find things laying around that aren't yours, please turn it in. We are looking for a black small triangular case. Please spot that. Please turn that in. Please make sure you do that because we know you want someone to do it for you.
Well, these guys, when they miss, like to tie stuff up. I think the 9-10 is pretty wired for that corner pocket down there, though. So if Paul can get on that, he'll be okay. Oh, he's got a little bit of an issue up here with the 13 and the 7 being tied up. I believe the 15 goes by. Yeah, okay, he just called it. It goes by the 3, so that's a good starting shot here. All right, he just called the 11 all the way up. And didn't go. He's taking one pocket away from the 6. Chris really only has that 3 down there to start with. We'll probably want to get on the 2, bring it all the way down table. He's going to play safe. Well, I'm not too sure about that safety. He did hide Chris from some of his shots, but he's blocked that the only wired combo he had. Chris is looking at the 2. Yeah, he's moved the 2 up and tied it up with the 13-7. Trading safeties. Chris is getting these solids kind of opened up a little bit. They're looking a lot better up here at the top end of the table. That 13 is pretty surrounded. This might be a good time to take on that combination down there that looks to be wired, but video screens can definitely be misleading sometimes. Get quite a crowd gathered around. Some teams have finished their match. I think there's a team match waiting for this table. All right, the combo went. He's got the 12 in the side. He could probably go into that 213 if he wanted to there. Looks like he may be playing the 11. He did. Trying to get the 13 out of there. He didn't. He got on the 13, but he did. It still doesn't have a pocket. Bad Boys TV would like to take just a moment to congratulate Shane Van Boning on his yet another U.S. Open title. He won the U.S. Open Banks. And last I saw last night, he was undefeated still in the U.S. Open one pocket. He adds to his pretty impressive U.S. Open string of victories. Meanwhile, back here, Paul's going to take this 14. So he's resigned himself to, at some point, banking the 13. Because he no longer has a ball really to get it out of there, off that rail. I think you go 12-9, bank the 13, get on the 8. He may take one more swing at it right here off the 12, though. I don't know if he's got enough angle. This would definitely be his final swing if succeed or not. Nah, he's gonna bank it. Alrighty, here it is. This is the shot. He didn't quite come over as far as he would have liked. He's got a good angle though. If he makes this, the cue ball should get out from behind the solids up here. How'd he hit it, folks? How did he hit it? Perfect. Left himself perfect on the 8. This 8 ball is for the title. And there you go, Paul Salinas Jr. is your 2018 Gold Division 8-ball champion. Nice match, guys. Alright, we'll let these guys go play some teams now. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back later with more pool from the 2018 Wisconsin State Championships. Thanks for joining us, everybody. See you later.